More on a controversy that we have covered frequently on this show surrounding the Governor General's office. Radio Canada has learned that Rideau Hall has spent more than $110,000 on legal representation in response to allegations of a toxic workplace. The CBC's Ashley Burke joins us now with more on this. Hi, Ashley. Good to see you as always. Tell us more about the money and exactly what it has been spent on.
Well, Vashi, so far Rideau Hall has spent more money on legal fees than the federal government has spent entering into a contract to conduct this workplace review into treatment of staff at Rideau Hall. This comes after our reports in July that now more than 20 public servants and former employees have claimed that there has been a mistreatment of staff, that the Governor General, Julie Payette, and her second-in-command, Assunta De Lorenzo, have contributed to a toxic work environment. Ralph's been claims of bullying and verbal harassment. Now, Radio Canada has learned through Rideau Hall, they have proactively disclosed that after those reports came out in July, in August, they hired former NDP Carl Belanger. He's a former NDP national director and he has a PR firm. He was hired to help with the fallout of this crisis, and so far has been paid just under $5,000 to provide strategic counsel and media relations support to the Governor General. That's the smallest part of this bill. The much bigger costs have been on hiring lawyers. $74,000 so far has been paid to Blake's. They're a prestigious law firm to help with the Office of the Secretary to the Governor General with this workplace review process that the Privy Council has launched. As well, Rideau Hall has also hired a former Supreme Court of Canada Justice as a constitutional advisor who has been paid more than $36,000 so far. All of that adds up to more than $110,000. Now, this former Supreme Court of Canada Justice, his role is to make sure that the review doesn't cross any constitutional boundaries to protect the institution, but as well to make sure that Julie Payette herself isn't brought into the process. Now, today, Julie Payette's press secretary said in a statement, Ashley Smith said that this decision to hire this outside counsel was made due to the fact that the OSGG does not have in-house legal counsel, and as well, and with any process, there were some legal and constitutional questions that required addressing in order to ensure that there would be no conflict of interest for the Privy Council Office's legal services sector.
So what about, I know you've reported previously on that third-party review that's underway. It's kind of looking into the culture there at Rideau Hall. What's the status of that review? Where do things stand?
Yeah, this was mandated after a story by the Privy Council office in an unprecedented move. They've hired a company called Quintet Consulting, an Ottawa firm here who specializes in these kind of reviews. Last month, current employees were contacted and asked that if they want to voluntarily be part of this process. They had until October 5th to let Quintet know. Former employees were proactively reaching out, trying to get their names on that list, some of the ones that I spoke to. But since then, for a couple weeks now, they haven't heard any updates, and they're questioning when these interviews might start. So not a lot of information on that end right now.
Okay, I'm sure when there is, you'll have it though. Thanks, Ashley. Appreciate your time and insights as always. Hi, I'm Vashi Capellos, host of Power in Politics. See more of our show by subscribing to the CBC News channel or click the link for another video.